Let me ask you something really simple. When was the last time you actually felt like you were living, not surviving, not grinding, not clocking in, not clocking out, paying bills, going to sleep, and doing it all over again? This is living because somewhere along the way, and most people don't even know exactly when it's happened, America has stopped being a place. America has stopped being a place where people built lives and become a place where people are fueling a machine. You're not a citizen in the traditional sense of the word. No, no, no. You're part of an economic output. And today we're going to talk about exactly how that has happened, why it keeps happening, and what is it costing us? What is it costing all of us if nobody is sounding the alarm on this issue that we're having right now? Stay with me because this one is going to hit a little bit different, guys. You see, we're all sold this same story. Work hard, stay focused, sacrifice now, enjoy later. Okay, got it. The American dream, right? And look, I'm not anti-work. I don't think you should be a lazy bum, right? But I'm not standing here telling you to be lazy. Discipline matters, of course it does. Effort matters, but there's a massive difference between working to build something and working just to stay afloat. There's a difference between working to build something and just working to stay afloat. Most Americans are doing the second one. You know what the data says. A significant portion of Americans working full-time jobs, a significant portion of Americans that are working full-time jobs cannot afford a two-bedroom apartment in the city that they live in. Full-time work and still can't afford basic housing. Okay, this is America. So we have to ask ourselves, at what point does hard work become a cover story? At what point does hustle culture stop being inspiration and start being manipulation? Because if the system requires you to work 50 to 60 to 70 times, 70 hours per week, just to cover your basic needs, that's not a lifestyle choice. That's a extraction from your time, your energy, and everything that you love dear. You don't have time for anything. And the people benefiting from your exhaustion are not losing any sleep over the fact that you don't have any time for your children. You don't have time for your husband, your wife. They don't care. You are told that you need the newest iPhone, the newest car, the newest wardrobe, the newest everything. And not just because your old one stopped working. No, because if you don't get the new one, it stops fueling the economy that we all need to work for it to fuel. Because if you don't get the latest and the greatest, then we can't prop up our economy. We can't say this is what the projection is going to be. Do you know how companies know how much they're going to make by the end of the year? Because they know how much you're going to spend. Do you know how companies know every quarter what their projections of what they're going to make? Because they know what the consumer is going to spend. They count on you spending your money with them. They know you're going to. That's why the numbers are so correct. They've understood how to control you, so they know what you're going to buy. Here we go. Think about it this way. If you genuinely need less, then that means that you could work less hours. If you genuinely needed less, meaning if the life you live was less, if you lived on less than what you need now, because right now you probably are living way beyond your means. Most people are, most Americans are. If you could work less, you'd have more time to think, to rest, and connect to this question. A population that questions things is a dangerous thing, right? It's dangerous to a system that depends on compliance. They are just like the COVID thing. They knew that we were going to comply. Some of us. It's dangerous for society not to comply because the system depends on our compliance. So they keep the consumption cycle running. They keep the market. They market us insecurities. If you don't have a new car, a new watch, a new handbag, you should feel bad because Sarah has one. John has a new Lamborghini. You should feel bad because you don't have one. That's what they sell us. Insecurity. Be insecure. So they keep the cycle running. They market to you insecurities. They tie your self-worth, your net worth. They make you feel like you're behind, always behind. So guess what you do? You keep chasing. If we make you feel in financial services, I was the rabbit. They would say, Gerald, you're doing great this week, this month. Could you please go and show the team what you're doing? We need a rabbit this week. We need a rabbit. And I don't know who I'm talking to right now, but are you becoming the rabbit? Have you been positioned in a place to where people look at you and say, oh my God, look at how great he or she is? And the whole time you're struggling your ass off just to keep afloat? It's on purpose. It's all on purpose. The game is to keep the goalposts moving to what success and happiness and prosperity looks like so you'll never attain it. That's the whole point. Think about it. If you knew what the number was and the number and the goal stayed the same, do you think most of us would be happy by now? Probably. But they keep saying, well, you need a little bit more to be successful. You need a little bit more to be happy, a little bit more makeup, a little bit bigger car, a bigger house, a better phone, a better this, and then you'll be there. The target is always moving, so therefore you need to keep moving and keep working to fuel the system that they say you need. It's all designed. The question is, what are you going to do about it? Something unconscious happens when two people take a walk. Either you adjust to their pace or they adjust to your pace. Either way, someone will adjust. And the question is, whose pace are you adjusting to? I'll see you guys in the next one.